Hello, my name is Zulkan and I'm 23 years old. I'm English Language Education Department student. It's been a year I already joined the British Council Indonesian. That is the organizations more talking about the UK, the informations about the UK, for example, like politics, educations, and also social life of UK people. So that's why with this kind of opportunity, I utilize it as the things that I can abundant my knowledge about the UK because I think I have a determination for go to the UK because the UK is the one of the country who has a good system. For example, in education, as we know, UK has a lot of or many good university. For example, like Cambridge, Oxford, and so on. So I really push myself to go there. In another hand, maybe the people think that I'm talk too much or even like I'm a called talkator, but I think that is not problem because in every single verse that I deliver is the idea or represent myself because I think the style of my speech is needed for job, for example, like 10 or 20 years later because in this kind of particular way how to speak is important also for me. So that's why I'm really proud of the style of my speech also. Maybe that's all. Thank you. Okay, the second question is contingent with my previous speech. Why am I really interested with the UK? Because the first reason is I really love the Game of Thrones movie. Yes, of course. But that is not main reasons why I want to go there. Because of course, in the UK has a good implementation is in education system. In the UK, really upholding about the idea free self-explorations. In every individual have a right to explore themselves whether they want to speak up or even deliver their idea. The second reason why I want to go to the UK because in the UK education system has a good style of learning. They're still implementing about the project, workshop, and also self-management. So that's kind of thing that I never see in Indonesia also because in Indonesia still using the teacher centric. That's the every single leading or even like order will be delivered by the teacher in itself. I think that is not effective at all. So that's why in the UK, as a good implemented those kind of thing, will be more likely giving a chance for every individual students to explore themselves with the terms of project and also workshop. Because in a project and workshop is the factual or even like the feasible things that will be seen as you are a good or bad. The third is about the learning method because there implemented three kind of method. The first is debate, discussion, and also quiz. These kind of three things are really developing the students' skills because in a discussion, whether we'll be building the cooperations between one student with another student, with the debate method, which will be increase the critical thinking for the students to make a critical thinker students also. Okay, why it is different with the in Indonesia? Maybe some project, discussion, debate, and also quiz still exist, but it's not massive at all because in Indonesia, they upholding about for example the culture fluence. In the very first time, I really wonders which one the university I want to go to in the UK because as we know in the UK there are a lot of top university that has in there, for example Cambridge, Oxford or another. But why do I choose the UCL? Because in the UCL, based on the research excellence framework in 2014, is the first or the top one of education's university. As the top one university about the education side, it's debate already towards the Stanford University. I think there is no reason for me to reject or even to decline the opportunity to go to the UCL in itself because I think it is matters for me to developing myself with the education system in the UK in itself. Whether in a UCL university already also giving contributions in the world also in education. For example, like the UCL is the one of university who already produced the much more the researcher and also much more the expertise about educational one. So that's why I think the UCL is the one of my opportunity to be a good researcher and also to be an expert in educational style. So that's why I think those kind of reasons I really want to go to the UCL University. Thank you. Because of this scholarship is focused on the UK university, I think that is my opportunity to go with this scholarship. But with the reasons why you have to choose me is that first, I'm the person who really hard work. You can see my determinations joins the members of the British Council Indonesia. It's been a year that I learned about the UK system and also educational system. The second one, I'm the person who really matters in education system, because in Indonesia, I think it is less about on how the peoples are going to be developing themselves in a discussion, debate, and also the quiz in itself, whether in a UK system is existed, because your foundation is more likely focused on the leadership and also focus on education education side. I think it is contingent and also in line with the university that I took. For that is the UCL University has a good education. In the UCL University, learn much more about the leadership. For example, like a leadership, self-management in the UCL already exists until right now. So that's why I deserve for this scholarship. Maybe that's all. Thank you very much.
누구 없어 나를 붙잡아줄 힘은 없어 눈을 씻고 찾아봐도